Matthew Hilton, who will have this crowd behind him here at the Paul Sauvé Arena. Tim Ryan here at ringside for Wilfred Benitez, a big fight. He's on the comeback trail. He's won 3 fights in a row. He is trying to win a 4th world title, and he has had his game face on for this bout all week long because he knows he's in there against a young man who wants very badly to get that title shot. Let's get a look at his mood.
When I step into the ring, no matter who's there, I have to beat him. I have to become a winner.
I've been joined at ringside by our Gil Clancy, and Gil, as you know, there's been some controversy all week long. Wilfred Benitez, who has been trying to get some more money out of promoter Don King for this bout. I wonder, first of all, will he be distracted by all of that? And how will he prepare physically for this fight?
Well, Tim, despite the controversy, Wilfred's been training very, very hard. He's been on time. He's been to the gym every single day. He's a veteran at threatening to pull out of fights. This may be the way he psychs himself up.
Well, could well be. Now, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, you know, Wilfred calls himself the Bible of boxing. A lot of people call him Radar because of his ability to slip punches by the barest of margins and counterpunch. And he likes to do this off the ropes.
All right, well, Matthew Hilton, of course, thinks that he'll be the winner when this one's all over. And he is a man who comes from a boxing family here in Montreal, and quite a good one indeed. Montreal, the North American city with a distinctly French flavor. A city of culture, commerce, and sports. It's a town where fighting is not uncommon, especially on the ice. But now there's another team in town that can really fight. They're the Hilton boys, 5 brothers, all of whom are boxers. The 4 oldest are professionals, and Matthew and Davey are world-ranked. Today, it's unbeaten Matthew in the limelight against 3-time world champion Wilfred Benitez. And like his brothers, this young Canadian slugger is used to attention.
When we was in school, we was like the kids admired us, because ever since we've been boxing since we were young, and it was always 4 or 5 brothers. They thought that was very remarkable, all 5 brothers boxing.
You might say the Hiltons were born to box. The sport is in their blood. Father Davey Sr. was a former pro, but never a champion. Now his hopes rest with his sons.
I have one sister, and she's the oldest, and when she was first born, before she was even born, my father had the little gloves all ready. And when we found out it was a girl, he was often discouraged.
I was in a house, a hold full of boys, and I was very involved in boxing because I had their father who was in boxing before.
And on the eve of his biggest bout, Matthew Hilton counts on his brothers for support.
My brothers are the greatest to me. All for one and one for all.
Hilton, what do you expect from him?
Well, Tim, strangely enough, he likes to fight fighters that put their back to the ropes. I think this is one time that Wilfred better stay off those ropes. This kid throws ripping punches, and he's very strong.
Well, Matthew Hilton knows one thing for sure. Of the more than 5,000 fans in attendance here today, I don't think there are more than a couple who will be cheering for Wilfred Benitez. And here comes Matthew Hilton now, 19-0, ranked number 4 in the world, 15 knockouts, but just 20 years of age. He's in against an experienced veteran, 27-year-old Wilfred Benitez, who's been in with some of the big names in the game and has won 3 world championships. So that is an edge for Benitez. But we talked with Matthew Hilton during the week, and he was very confident that he's ready to beat Benitez and move on to a world championship try. Listen to this crowd welcome their hero. We'll be back with round 1 of this important 10-round super welterweight bout live from Montreal after this word and a word from your local stations.
Are your homeowner's insurance bills swallowing a little too much of your budget? There is something you can do about it.
Leave it to the good hands, people.
Come into Allstate and compare.
I'll be in menswear.
We'll do everything we can to save you some money.
There you are, sir. Nice shirt. Well, thanks. Looks like I get to keep it.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Come along. We're going to try to find a banker. To be called a banker, you know, you've had to have had very special training in the management of people's money. Don't see any bankers here. Bankers have hundreds of years of banking tradition to back them up. No bankers here. And bankers offer the newest ideas to help your money grow. There is one catch. The only place you'll find a banker is the bank.
A message from America's full-service banks.
This is CBS.
I am British Caledonian Airways. I am a bridge over the River Thames. I am the mystery of Stonehenge. I am a castle on the shores of Loch Alsh. I am British Caledonian Airways. I am the airline that flies to London's best airport, Gatwick, designed to get you through immigration and customs quickly and on to central London by means of a high-speed train. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Your Southern California Oldsmobile dealer announces a special financing rate on the best-selling nameplate in America, Cutlass. 7.9 annual percentage rate GMAC financing now through February 22nd. On Cutlass Sierra, America's most popular Oldsmobile. On Cutlass Supreme, America's best-selling car of the 80s. You can save hundreds in financing alone, plus the great deals your Southern California Oldsmobile dealer is making now. See your Southern California Oldsmobile dealer today.
Oregon State and Washington State, Sunday at 3.
Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy back at the Paul Sauvé Arena, and now let's go up to our ring announcer, Robert Rivet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paul Sauvé Arena in Montreal, Canada. Mesdames, Messieurs, bienvenue au centre sportif Paul Sauvé à Montréal, Canada. Our main event this afternoon is a 10-round super welterweight bout. Le combat principal cet après-midi est un 10 rounds chez les super mi-moyens. Today's referee is Guy Jutras. Aujourd'hui, l'arbitre est M. Guy Jutras. In the red corner, fighting out of Puerto Rico, weighing 152 pounds and a half, with a record of 48 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 30 knockouts. The former holder of 3 world titles, Wilfred Benitez. Dans le coin rouge de Puerto Rico, pesant 152 livres et demi. Représentant avec une fiche de 48 victoires, 4 défaites, 1 nulle, 30 mises hors de combat, l'ancien détenteur de 3 championnats mondiaux, Wilfred Benitez. Et dans le coin bleu de Montréal, Canada, in the blue corner from Montreal, Canada, weighing 154 livres et demi, une fiche de 19 victoires, aucune défaite, 15 knockouts, weighing 154 and a half, with a record of 19 wins, no losses, and 15 knockouts. Matthew Hilton! Matthew Hilton!
Well, there was the welcome expected here by the crowd greeting Matthew Hilton. Wilfred Benitez, as he has looked all week and always does, very stoic, very calm. He's had so much experience and has been in lots of locales where they've cheered for the hometown guy. And Gil, I guess that's always a question. How much will it help Matthew Hilton to have this crowd behind him? How much will an experienced man like Benitez be bothered, if at all?
Well, a fiery type kid like Matthew Hilton, it certainly will help a great deal, Tim. And I don't think it can help Wilfred Benitez at all.
Matthew Hilton came in at 154 and a half. Wilfred Benitez at 152 and a half. Remember, Benitez started his career winning his first title at 140 pounds. He fought up as a middleweight. Lost to Mustafa Hamsho there in an elimination for a title. Came back down to 154. And this would appear to be a comfortable weight for him. But Matthew Hilton is physically the bigger and stronger of the two boxers. And what you're seeing right now, I think, is what you can probably expect. The youngster will try to cut the ring off. It's only a 16.5-foot ring. That's also an advantage for Hilton here in his hometown against the speedier and kind of a boxer who likes to counterpunch and move like Benitez. Scoring on the 10-point must system in the province of Quebec. Judges all from Montreal. Jean Lapointe, Lise Lavallée, and Jean-Claude Theroux. And the referee is Guy Jutras.
Tim, I'm waiting for Matthew Hilton to land a big punch just to see how Benitez reacts.
Watching these fighters train, it was evident that they were both in superb condition. Reflexes must be a question about Benitez, as he has been somewhat more inactive. He is older. He's been through some wars. Hilton, on the other hand, young, fresh, and strong with just 19 fights. But he hasn't been in with anybody near the skills of Benitez.
Tim, you mentioned Benitez' reflexes. With his style, he has to depend on his reflexes because he always has been a marvelous defensive fighter.
Well, there's where Hilton wants to find Benitez, and Benitez will fight often from the corner and from the ropes, looking to counterpunch, but he didn't throw a punch in that last exchange. You saw Hilton just lose his balance. There's a body shot, and that dropped Benitez, and he gets up with disgust, but he was dropped with a hard right to the body by Matthew Hilton here in round one.
Tim, when Benitez loses, it's usually early. He went into it more.
He hasn't thrown a punch here, Gil.
Well, then the kid is overwhelming him right now. Benitez likes to stay on the ropes, but as I said earlier, he better get off the ropes with this kid.
Hilton keeping the pressure on. This is his style. He just walks in, cuts the ring off, and throws heavy leather.
And Tim, it's Benitez' style to fight off the ropes.
But usually to throw something back. We haven't seen that. Now out in the middle of the ring. Benitez apparently has survived this early onslaught into the under 30-second mark we go. Has been down once from a body shot.
He knows now that Matthew Hilton is a heavy puncher, Tim. Kid carries bricks in his hands.
Big left hook to the body by Hilton. That's his best punch. Final seconds of round one scheduled for 10.
Good right hand on the chin by Hilton.
You give your body the best.
Come on, body, you can do it. Sure you can.
From the best workout to the best deodorant soap.
Safeguard.
Give your body the best.
Hey, this body deserves it all. Both the most rich, thick deodorant soap lather I can get, bubbling over with the most deodorant soap protection I can get. Clean scent. Give this body anything less than the best. Are you talking to me?
Give your body the best. Give it Safeguard.
An hour from now, there'll be 50,000 fans here, eating, drinking, cheering, and groaning. Some of those fans will leave here not feeling so well. Whether it's heartburn, upset stomach, even diarrhea, they can all take one remarkable medicine for relief: Pepto-Bismol. As it coats, Pepto-Bismol relieves what's wrong, relieves it, then leaves a protective coating behind. Pepto-Bismol. For most common stomach discomforts, the one that coats is the only one you need.
Round number 2, live from the Paul Sauvé Arena. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy. Matthew Hilton in the tartan trunks and the hometown crowd behind him. Had the 3-time world champion Benitez down with a body shot in round 1. Benitez in gold, a Puerto Rico flag on his belt.
Tim, Benitez is going to have to land a couple of punches to make Matthew Hilton respect him. Look at the way the kid could send to throw that hook to the body. Has all day.
up and looking to counter. At least on this occasion, he's throwing some punches.
And Tim, so far, he has stayed off the ropes this round.
Hilton cutting off the ring, backs him to the corner again, and he moved him with a body shot.
Tim Benitez calls himself the Bible of boxing. It looks like this kid has read the Bible.
So far, Hilton planning to keep pressure on the veteran. What a heavy-handed young man he is. He and his brother Davey, both world ranked. Davey Jr. as a welterweight in the top 10. His younger brother Stuart on the card today in a 4-round 135-pound bout. He looks like a great prospect. Brother Alex, also a pro, former Canadian middleweight champion, considered an up-and-coming professional at the age of 21. Right now, Matthew getting a chance to perhaps move on to a world championship try. Under a minute to go in round number 2 of the scheduled 10-rounder.
Tim, I want to see what happens to Matthew Hilton now. Benitez nails him with a good shot. Benitez doing a lot better this round.
Benitez's last fight, August of '85, he went 10 rounds and won a decision over Kevin Moley. Got off the floor in round 1 of that fight, I believe he was down.
Yes,
in the
yes,
round.
he was. And as I said, he's a slow start.
Oh, there's another tremendous body shot.
Well, Tim, Benitez is in great shape physically, though, Tim.
Hilton pounding away on him. Matthew Hilton with wins over Nino Gonzalez, Francisco de Jesus, and Vito Antuofermo. But of course, Antuofermo really over the hill when he came up here to fight Matthew Hilton. Attempting a comeback at the time, and he was overwhelmed by Matthew Hilton. Final seconds, round 2.
Jack Rafferty proves you just can't tell.
The fellas that I work with are pretty perceptive. They don't miss too much. No one had picked up the fact that the gray was gone from my hair. It was that simple. No one realized I was using the Grecian Formula 16. It was so gradual. The Grecian has a natural look about it. It's not a dye, it's a clear liquid. The questions most asked by the fellas at work were, what are you doing? You working out? Are you losing weight? And unless I told them I was using the Grecian Formula 16, they never would have guessed.
Grecian Formula 16. You just can't tell who's using it.
Powerful new financial help is coming. The Rock, the Prudential, is now more than insurance. It's mutual funds, IRAs, stocks and bonds, new products and new ideas, as well as new forms of insurance. It's rock-solid financial help for us all. The Rock, the Prudential. It's strong, it's on the move, it's bigger than life.
Round number 3. Wilfred Benitez comes out quickly this round, landed an overhand right. And now left underneath, so Benitez rallying somewhat here in the 3rd round, but there's that big left hook to the body by Hilton.
That is definitely Matthew Hilton's best punch, that left hook, body or head. He loops his right hand, Tim.
A 9-time National Golden Gloves champion in Canada, pounding Benitez in the corner again. Hilton ranked number 4 by the WBC, number 5 by the WBA at this weight, 154 pounds. Benitez, the 8th rank in the WBC ratings. Hilton with an overhand right behind that left of the body.
The referee has warned Matthew Hilton twice now to keep his punches up. Next time, I think he'll take a point away.
Referee is Guy Jutra, a very respected referee in world circles. He is a native here in Montreal. Short chopping right by Hilton. Left to the body and then to the head. We're in round 3, scheduled for 10.
Tim, I think if Benitez tried moving to his right, he'd take that left hook away from Matthew Hilton. I mean, the kid really gets sets to wing it. You have time to move away from it.
More than 5,000 on hand here at the Paul Sauvé Arena out very near the Olympic site. Indeed, as we said at the top of the program, the preliminaries in the 76 Olympic boxing were held right here. Under a minute to go. Round 3.
A couple of good left hooks by Benitez. And Tim, Matthew Hilton's mouth is wide open, and he's breathing very, very heavily.
Well, he used up a lot in that first round. Left hook wobbled.
There was the left hook, Tim.
Yep.
That's the big punch.
He brought it up from underneath, and he wobbled Benitez. Benitez trying to survive in the corner.
Tim, he has to have some chin to take those 2 shots. Right hand and a left hook right on the button.
Under 30 seconds we go. In the third round, Hilton continuing to bang to the body now.
Matthew, okay, watch this now. That's the last time now, okay?
And a warning you could hear from Guy Jutra, using Matthew's first name. Final seconds, round 3.
Stop it. Stop it.
Once guys try the 24-hour protection of Old Spice Solid, they may give up their usual antiperspirant mid-stick.
Your dad? Only used twice. Very short strokes.
Fact is, none of these solid antiperspirants help stop wetness as well as Old Spice Solid. These deodorant sprays can't block odor better than Old Spice Stick. So switch now.
Sarge, for you. Hardly used.
Kind of like your comb.
Switch to 24-hour Old Spice, antiperspirant or deodorant.
Even when you got a miserable cold, you gotta answer the alarms. People depend on us. So when our department was asked to try Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine at home, we said, great, we'll give it a try.
See this nose? Dried it right out. Big job.
I was feeling really achy, but Alka-Seltzer Plus kept me going.
You know, that stuff he had, cleared it right up.
Good stuff.
That's why every firefighter who tried it switched to Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds.
Round number 4, scheduled for 10. Matthew Hilton on the left of your screen in the tartan trunks. 3-time world champion Wilfred Benitez in gold, and moved again by that left to the body from Hilton. Benitez was down in round 1 from a body shot, and he has been wobbled 2 or 3 times since then. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy live from the Paul Sauvé Arena in Montreal.
Benitez is allowing Matthew Hilton to take too many free shots, Tim. He sets and he wings and he bangs, and Hilton, Benitez does not punch back. Has to show a little more offense.
We're in round 4, scheduled for 10.
The right hand of Matthew Hilton is just used to set up the left hook.
And yet he's a right-handed fighter, so it's an interesting, not so much concept, but an interesting practice that works for Matthew Hilton. I'm sure that with the years that will follow as a 20-year-old, that he may develop that right hand. Could be as formidable a weapon as the left.
He must have studied a lot of movies of Mexican fighters, Tim, because that's a typical Mexican left hook to the liver.
Reminds me somewhat, too, of Barry McGuigan. Young Irish featherweight who's got that devastating left to the body. Watch
it. Benitez still looks in very good condition, though, Tim.
Yes, he does. I think any doubts that he was just going to show up here today have been dispelled, because even though, as we see it, Hilton is winning the fight rather handily, Benitez is certainly very much in it, giving it his top effort. Under a minute to go. He has an opportunity at a 4th world title shot if he can win here today. Like Alexis Arguello, he wants that badly. For Benitez, it would be 140, 147, 154. Left hook to the ear. Backed up Benitez again. If he were to win another crown, it would be at this weight. He defeated Maurice Hope.
Tim, the first time in a fight that Matthew Hilton backed up at all.
1981, that was when Benitez won the WBC super welterweight crown for Maurice Hope. There's a right hand by Hilton that landed. Coming to the end of round number 4 with Hilton pounding away and backing up Benitez.
This is where we load the Ace Best Buys.
There are circulars every month?
That's right. February is called Fix Up Cleanup Days. They have hefty Cinch Tech tall kitchen bags for just 88 cents.
88 cents? Really?
That's right. These Amrock locks are just $5.44.
Either one for $5.44?
Yes, and this swing arm lamp for just $6.88 clamps on anywhere.
Ace is full of great prices. Can we use the Ace Helpful Hardware credit card?
Sure.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
Woman.
At the Wall Street Journal, we believe that building a dream takes more than luck and hard work. It takes a vision of what tomorrow holds today. At the Journal, we've been giving people that vision for over 90 years. The Wall Street Journal, the daily diary of the American dream.
Round number 5, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Montreal. Wilfred Benitez on the left in the gold trunks. He will have to rally here as we are now approaching the halfway mark in a scheduled 10-rounder. Matthew Hilton in the tartan trunks has had the best of it. Entire Hilton family on hand. There's a right and a left combination that sent Benitez back to the ropes again.
Benitez has to find a way, Tim, to tie up that left hook. Everything is left hook.
Most observers of Matthew Hilton say that he's really come a long way in his last 2 or 3 fights with his defense. And he's a much better boxer, and he's much more sound defensively. He was always a slugger, and there he landed that hook again.
And what Benitez is doing, he's slapping a jab out there, and the perfect counter for a jab is a good left hook. I think he should throw that right hand lead more often, move to his right, try something a little different, because he certainly isn't getting results this way. There's the right hand lead. That's a little better. He didn't get countered.
Another solid body shot. Wobble Benitez again. Now he just landed a little uppercut counter, but not much on it. And Hilton stays right there. Wilfred's wife, Elizabeth, here as his manager, watching from ringside.
Benitez is landing some short punches in there now, though, Tim.
Okay, break, step back. Let's go in the middle of the ring. Come on.
That was his best work in terms of counter-punching off the ropes, that last series. Under a minute to go in round 5.
You can just see Matthew Hilton getting set, though. And Benitez is allowing him to get set.
There's a right hand to the body from Benitez.
Look how long it took Matthew Hilton to get set to throw that hook, and Benitez waited there to get nailed with it.
Okay, let go the arm, Matthew. Let go the arm.
Benitez obviously in great physical condition. There's been much talk in boxing over the years about how, despite his obvious talent, he was never a great trainer. In most cases, he didn't need to. He could show up on a couple of weeks' work and beat most guys. But it's clear that he's prepared well, and we're told he's been working hard physically for about 4 months for this fight.
Okay, hold it.
Low blow by Matthew Hilton. Very low blow.
Gets a warning from Jutron. They took a point away. Final seconds of round 5.
For over 100 years, Metropolitan Life has been known for leadership in the field of life insurance. But there's a lot more to MetLife than that. Met is also health insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and retirement plans. No matter what kind of insurance protection you need, all you have to remember is this face and the name Metropolitan Life. Get Met. It pays.
When a cold invades your house, get Neosynephrine. For stuffy little noses, nothing's more gentle or more effective. For bigger noses, nothing's faster or longer lasting. Let your whole house breathe easier with Neosynephrine.
Your resume is fine, but the interview's on the line, 'cause
I feel a cold sore coming on.
Campho-Phenique Cold Sore Gel works on developing cold sores to help speed healing. Campho-Phenique Gel helps stop cold sores from stopping you.
Round number 6. And a low blow by Matthew Hilton cost him a point in the last round, round number 5. He had been warned previously by referee Guy Jutra. And we saw Benitez land a right-hand lead. Matthew Hilton, one of 5 boxing brothers, 4 of them professionals. 14-year-old Jimmy planning also to be a pro. There's a big left hook by Hilton again.
And there it is again, double left hook. Works that left hook overtime.
Right-hand lead scored, but as you point out, Gil, he does not get nearly the snap on his right.
Let go, let go.
He gets points for it, but he didn't do the damage to Benitez that he does with his left.
Well, he uses it to set up that hook, Tim. He hooks beautifully off a right hand. Anytime Benitez just lays that left jab out there, he's in danger of getting knocked cold.
A couple of fights ago, Matthew Hilton. There he's wobbled Benitez with a left hook. Hilton trying to finish him, getting a little wild now. But Benitez backed up on the ropes.
Well, there's the radar, Tim. Matthews planted, throwing about 7 punches and missed them all. Now he's nailing them, though. Nailed him again with a right hand.
Benitez now leaning on Hilton to hold himself up. Benitez's legs are gone, trying to get some life back in them.
Tim, you don't become 3-time world champion without having courage. And Benitez is certainly showing courage, if not anything else.
We're in the 6th round, just under a minute to go. Benitez punching back here. A game effort, and Hilton maybe a little punched out. Benitez with no snap, but landed some counters inside. Hilton with his arms down at his sides. He's a little arm weary. Benitez still on wobbly legs.
Has no legs at all now, Tim. None.
Another left rips up from Hilton. Hilton is tired. He's tired. He used up a lot. Under the 30-second mark.
Just doesn't have a leg under him, no, Tim.
Okay, let go the arm, that's it.
Here comes, you can see Matthews setting him up. Here comes the hook, back again.
Coming to the end of round 6, and look at Benitez battling back, but Hilton stays right there.
Get right, step back.
The end of round number 6. Benitez somehow stayed on his feet. And his cornermen now. Victor Montanez, Jim Pagan, Esteban Pizarro, all working feverishly over him. A remarkable display of stamina and conditioning by Benitez, Gil.
Stamina, conditioning, and courage, Tim.
We're going to go back and take a look at the real damaging blow by Hilton that would have sent most guys down. The right, and then that big left hook.
Every time, Tim, he sets up that left hook with that right hand. I'm surprised that a veteran like Benitez hasn't caught on to that as yet.
We'll see the same punch again right there from another angle. And amazing that he stayed up at all with that. And here is Matthew Hilton, his father, Davey Sr., working on him in the corner. Former professional, had a great record. You saw him in the old days, Gil.
Yes, Tim, he could really punch.
Davey Hilton Sr., his son Davey Jr., a ranked welterweight. Matthew in the limelight here today. Round number 7. Benitez down in round 1 from a body blow. Somehow stayed on his feet in the 6th.
Benitez still looks rocky, Tim. Legs aren't there.
Well, there'll be a question as to how much sting Hilton lost with all of the leather he threw. Let's find out about his conditioning. Ability to bounce back. You pointed out he was breathing heavily early in the fight.
Yes, he was. And he was having everything his own way.
Round 7 scheduled for 10. Benitez threw one with ill intention, a right-hand looper. Hilton caught it on the arm. We are live from the Paul Sauvé Arena in Montreal. Feel the tension in the air. This crowd knows the importance of the fight to their hero, Matthew Hilton.
Tim, I think a lot of them are thinking the way we are. He better not punch himself out. I'm sure they told him that in the corner. Wasting a lot of energy, Tim.
Benitez, who won titles from Cervantes and Palomino and Maurice Hope, beating the likes of Bruce Curry and Harold Weston. Been in there with Hearns and Leonard and Duran. All those years of experience, just 27 years of age, and he's calling on that experience and the heart and the conditioning to stay in here with this youngster from Montreal. Matthew Hilton not nearly as busy. He just, I don't think, has got the strength in his arms to throw as many punches now.
Well, Tim, if he lands one big one, you'll see he'll get that adrenaline back again. He knew he wasted a lot of energy last round. And I guess he figures he's way ahead.
And it may have been some counsel from Dad in the corner that has him slowing his pace a little here. Under a minute to go in the 7th. Maturity. Started his career as just a wild slugger, and here's a good circumstance. Don't you agree, Gil, that he's showing poise here?
Timmy's showing poise. Really, the biggest weakness I see is his right hand. He loops his right hand and they're arm punches.
Well, if we gave him a week with you, you'd fix that, wouldn't you?
I'd like to try.
Hilton, along with his dad, has another pal of Gil Clancy's in the corner, Jimmy Ellis, former heavyweight great, helping the entire Hilton family. Final seconds, round 7.
Hamburger places serve lots of stuff. From burgers, to fish, to salad, even chicken. But with so much stuff, it's hard to do everything right. That's why at Kentucky Fried Chicken, all we do is chicken. Whether you choose the Colonel's original recipe chicken, crunchy extra crispy, or Kentucky Nuggets. For great tasting chicken, come to the chicken experts. Any other chicken may not be what it's cracked up to be.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
This bug's for all that you do. Somehow you always come through. You keep it going, your pride's really showing. Nobody shines like you. Yeah, you make America work, and this bug's for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This bug's for you.
Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy. We are back live. You're looking at the Paul Sauvé Arena, where more than 5,000 fans are enjoying what they're seeing so far, but perhaps a little concern in round 7, as Matthew Hilton either paced himself through the round. Well, I guess that's what he was doing, as he's picking it up here in the 8th. We have him well ahead on the cards. He had a point taken off in round 5 for a low blow after a couple of warnings. How big right hand by Hilton. Benitez in difficulty, a solid left uppercut. Benitez trying to throw punches.
It looked like the referee was going to jump in and stop the fight, and then Benitez just shook his head like he's not hurting me.
I think you're dead right, Gil, and Jutra, in respect for that, pulled away. And indeed, Benitez looks all right. But more points rolled up by Matthew Hilton.
Also, more energy expended, Tim. If Benitez is going to do anything in this fight, he has to really mount an offense about now, because the kid is tired.
Well, the question mark I've had about from the time Benitez came up to 154 is, can he really move a natural 154-pounder? I mean, he stopped Maurice Hope when he first came up, but this guy just looks physically so much stronger than Benitez.
I think this guy is physically much stronger than almost any 154-pounder you're going to see, Tim.
And probably headed to the middleweight, would you not think, at age 20?
Yes, in boxing, he's still a baby. Benitez landed a nice combination, Tim, right hand, left hook. But that's exactly, I really think he should lead with that right hand and come back with the left hand instead of the other way around. And it has been working for him. A few times he's tried it.
On our card, he needs a knockout to win this fight. And I would think even Benitez, being as he's fighting in Montreal here, well, Tim feel the same way.
Benitez is very, very strange, Tim. Like, for example, when he fought Tommy Hearns, it wasn't that close a fight. He thought he won it. And he may think that this is a lot closer fight.
Indeed, he may have a totally different impression, but hopefully his corner is telling him otherwise for his sake. There's a good left by Benitez.
Good combination. Two punches to the body, one to the head. Actually, he's landed more in this round than any round in the fight. And Matthew Hilton's mouthpiece almost came out. He's tired, Tim. He's very tired.
Round 8, Hilton looking over to his corner.
I'm sure Benitez knows he's tired too, Tim.
Down to the 22nd mark, scheduled for 10 rounds.
Let go, fight your way out. That's it. Let go, man. That's it.
Coming to the end of the 8th round, and a tired-looking Matthew Hilton, but again he landed a body punch with Benitez off balance.
What's this, tough guy? Aftershave skin conditioner. I know. I thought I was the only guy with sensitive skin. Every time I shave, I get it right here.
What do you fellas use? Because shaving irritates my whole face.
After. Try it. Looks different. Oh, it's rich. It's a lotion. After soothes razor scrape sensitive skin.
Hey, this feels great. And smells good, too. Terrific.
Sensible care for sensitive skin. Aftershave Skin Conditioner.
By Menon.
When you set out to create the perfect home, start with the windows. The windows more people come home to than any other. Andersen Windows. Far more energy efficient than ordinary windows. Engineered for a life of easy openings, easy closings. Finished with a beauty that will endure for generations. Andersen Windows and patio doors are built to last, like the homes they're built into.
Come home to quality. Come home to Andersen.
Round number 9, Wilfred Benitez comes out quickly here. He must know that he has to rally and perhaps catch a tiring Matthew Hilton.
Tim, this is the key round for Benitez. He has to really mount a big offense this round because Matthew is tiring, but if he gets through the 9th round, there's no way that Benitez is going to get him out in the 10th round. He can hang on for 3 minutes.
Benitez landed a good solid left hook in the last exchange. One of his best punches of the entire fight. Move the mouthpiece of Hilton again.
Tim, if you notice now, Benitez is leading with right hands and coming back with the hook, and it is effective.
Round 9, scheduled for 10. A right-hand lead landed by Hilton. Now Hilton backed into the corner. Benitez trying to keep him in there.
Great. Step back. Let's go. Step back.
Really something to see a heart of a champion, Tim. The way this Benitez is trying so hard now to win this fight.
Let go. Break.
And he's landing some effective punches.
Both fighters scoring in that exchange.
Fight your way out. That's it.
Matthew Hilton, 15 knockouts in 19 fights, so he's only been the distance 4 times.
Good stiff jab by Benitez, Tim. His best jab in the fight. And a good right hand by Benitez.
Good solid right. That stopped Hilton in his tracks.
Here comes the fighting heart of Matthew Hilton now, Tim.
Okay, break, step back.
Woke him
Let's
up.
Go. Come on, let's go.
Matthew has only been 10 rounds twice in his pro career.
Tim, is he trying hard? Matthew, he's putting everything he has into every punch.
It's only the 3rd time that he's been into the 9th round. So he is still learning on the job. And what a lesson to be getting from the 3-time world champion Wilfred Benitez. Can't say enough about Benitez.
Again, Benitez led with the right hand, Tim, and landed.
That's been his best work. Under 30 seconds to go. Hilton trying to get the adrenaline flow again. Right hand down. Look at Benitez punch back.
Tim, I hope he's all right. He really got nailed.
The doctor is just coming in the ring now. A big left hand was the knockout punch after a right hand had hurt Benitez. He was leaning back over the top strand, trying to avoid the rest of the blows, but a huge left hand, which is the best punch, as we pointed out, from Matthew Hilton, absolutely knocked him out on his feet. He just sagged to the canvas, and the doctor is in the corner of Wilfred Benitez, attending to him now. They have him on the stool, and there is Matthew Hilton. A sensational ninth-round knockout after Hilton had been sagging somewhat in rounds 7 and 8. But he put it back together in the ninth and scored a ninth-round knockout.
Tim, here we see it in the exchange again. Right hand sets him up. It's that slapping right hand, another slapping right hand. Left hook to the body. And there's that big left hook on the chin, Tim, and that's it.
Guy Jutra in quickly. He saw the look on Benitez's face, jumped right in, made sure another punch wasn't thrown, and then put the count as Benitez sagged to the canvas here in sections. Referee Jutra picked up the count, and Benitez never made it back. And the crowd here at Paul Sauvé enjoying the victory by Matthew Hilton. It's still to come on CBS Sports Saturday. We'll be going to San Francisco with our John Tesh, joining Debbie Thomas with a preview of the World Figure Skating Championships. And we'll be back here live at the Paul Sauvé Arena to talk with the winner, Matthew Hilton, in just a moment. Stay with us.
Some have it, some don't. Afrin doesn't have it. Dristan doesn't have it. Only Sinex has it for stuffy noses. That quick feeling of relief from instantly penetrating Vicks vapors, plus a powerful decongestant that opens nasal passages so you breathe freely.
Ah, complete relief.
For hours and hours, Sinex has it for instant and complete relief in regular and 12-hour extra strength.
From Vicks, of course.
Get this. Lists of people who eat Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Who still eats those?
Charles Bronson.
Eats Corn Flakes.
So does Christy Brinkley.
George Brett.
The Beach Boys.
All of them?
George Benson.
Robbie Benson. Eats Corn Flakes. Yes!
Good old Kellogg's Corn Flakes. They're great taste and solid nutrition come as no surprise.
Diane Carroll. Jamie Lee Curtis.
You guys getting hungry?
Yes!
The surprise is the people who eat them.
How about those Kellogg's Corn Flakes now?
Hello, Linus. I see your blanket's out for washing. I feel so insecure. Security is why over 43 million people trust Metropolitan to ensure their lives and health and homes and cars and retirement. Does Metropolitan give out blankets? No, but the world-famous Metropolitan Life Representative is the very symbol of security in an uncertain world. You're right. I feel better already. Get Met. It pays.
All right, we're back live in a chaotic ring scene at Paul Sauvé Arena. And here is Matthew Hilton. Matthew, I know you must be tremendously excited knocking out a great champion like Wilfred Benitez. It looked like you were tiring after getting a big lead. What did you come up with to come up with a knockout punch?
Well, I was looking for a little knockout happy after knocking him down a couple times in the first early rounds. And then my father, when we got back to the corner, he said, you're going off your track. I told you to use a jab. And I was trying to left hook, I caught him. And the right hand I was effective with. But then in the last, I think it was the 7th round, my father says, try that right hook. Try the right hook. You're trying everything and he's ready for it. He's a smart fighter. So I did that and that's what caught him.
Were you getting a little arm weary before that 9th round?
No, because I knew that Benitez was going to try and come on in the later rounds. So my father said, you better pace yourself. I told you not to go.
Ah, that's what we thought. Right, exactly. We thought Dad might have been telling you to pace yourself there because you had, on our card, a 6-round lead. Let's take a look at that knockout. I'm sure you're going to enjoy seeing it. You actually set it up with a right hand and then landed the big left hook.
Yeah, well, I could see him getting a little weary. And once I seen that look in his eyes, there was no way I was going to let up. So I kept throwing it, and as long as he would stay there, I was going to keep throwing.
Well, we're going to see it from another angle. I'm not sure we'll see the right hand that set it up, but right now he's trying to stay away from you, leaning over the ropes, and there's the big left hand. The left hook is obviously your best punch.
Well, it is, but my father's been working on the right hand, and that's what I was effective in the early rounds. And, well, I was successful. And I just thank Don King Productions and CBS Sports for giving me this opportunity against a great fighter like Wilfredo Benitez.
Okay, well, Matthew, congratulations to you. I know American audiences are looking forward to seeing you in action again. Very exciting young fighter, and perhaps next for you a title shot.
That's my dream, and we're doing it here in Montreal, where there's never been a champion. And with me, my father, my brothers, and our work, and Don King, we're on our way.
Okay, congratulations, Matthew Hilton. We do want to report that Wilfred Benitez is all right. He's been attended to by physicians and is leaving the ring at this moment. And we're happy to report that this great champion who fought valiantly against a younger and stronger man in Matthew Hilton is okay. Now, we're going to be coming up from San Francisco with John Tesh and Debbie Thomas, and more of a preview on our World Figure Skating Championships, which are upcoming in March on CBS Sports. So stay with us. We'll be back after this.
Many thousands of those who couldn't get tickets have gathered at pubs all over the city to watch on television. And Al Trautwig is at one of them about a mile from here.
Al, you're absolutely right, but it's true from Killarney to Limerick to Dublin to Belfast. They are filling the pubs and continuing the great Irish tradition of arm lifting. Every possible place here at Paddy Cullen's pub is full. You know what they say, that for every light on Broadway, there's a broken heart? Well, I've been told at Paddy Cullen's tonight, for everyone watching us, there's an empty